All right, we're back, Chapter 8. We're going to carry on with accessing structures fields. And in this example here, just to go over this again, is we're creating an instance of an object using our new structure that we created called automobiles. And by doing that, again, we're going to create an instance of a sports car in memory so that we can then utilize those three fields that we had defined earlier inside of the automobile structure. And we created a string for make, we created an integer for years, and we created a double for miles. All right, now to retrieve the values from the field, once we've assigned them, we can simply just utilize the variable name here called sports car, and the make, which is a particular field, that would come back and say this is the Ford Mustang in that case. And in this one over here, the make, and we'd want to, well, here we'd want to convert that back into a string so that we can output it back into the message box. Now I think it's already a string, and I think both of these would work in that case. You can assign one structure object to another by using the assignment operator. So for example, if we've got an instance of an object here created from the automobile structure called sports car, we can then assign it equal to another instance of an object that was created, they called it cars 2. So we can actually assign one structure object to another by using the assignment statement. So we can use this assignment statement to assign something, in this case to another instance of a structure object. Now, this would be a little more useful if we could store multiple cars inside of a particular object that we created with this structure. And to do that, we can by creating an array of those objects using that structure. So in this example up here, we're going to create an array with 5 elements. And we're going to utilize our new structure called automobile, creating an array called cars, and create a new instance up on our memory, up in the heap here. And so now we've got 5 elements that we've got, and we've got we've got 3 fields within each of those elements right here. So to access one object in an array using a subscript now, we could actually pull out, for example, the third car, so it's 0, 1, 2, and then we could pull out its mileage, and this would return the mileage of that particular car. So what's nice about this is that we can create a whole sequence, a whole chain of cars. So if I had 5 cars that I wanted to store its mileage, its make, and its all the fields, then we could set it up as an array of that structured object. In this example here, we could actually go through and loop through and create or assign a particular year. So let's say it was 2000 and let's go 18, and we want to initialize all of our cars, the years, because it's a brand new dealership. We just got inventory coming in, and we're going to initialize all those cars to 2018. So now we've got a new instance of this particular structure of this car, and we can load up the years in there. So if there was however many there was in this example up here, well, there's 5, so it would repeat this total of 5 times. All right, now in this example here, they're kind of missing a piece to the puzzle here, but they're not showing how to create a new instance of a car as a list. So rather than setting it up as an array, we could set it up in a list called a car, and then we could just dynamically add the make to each of those records inside of that list, and we could just keep adding and adding and adding as we progress. So not only can you set up arrays of structures, but you can also set up lists of structures that might be a little bit more useful, because we don't know how many particular cars there is in a particular shipment or particularly on the lot at that particular time. So they're missing the initialization here of how to set up a car as a list, but we've looked at that in a previous chapter. And then they're just going through, and they're going to repeat through the entire list and allow you to add the make to each of those items within the list.